21-0 run out of halftime. What we've said and happened, how did your guys, why they respond quickly?
You don't have to say much to these guys. We just had the conversation about what was working well for us and wanted to get to it. I thought in the first half we gave them extra opportunities. I think they almost, had double our shots in the first half because we had 13 more shots, because we had given up offensive rebounds and turned the basketball over. So, we just talked about taking care of the basketball, not giving them any second chance opportunities because that was the key to the success that they were having early. And the guys went out and got it done.
It's not every time you see Jared Allen kind of get fired up like that. What does that do for the team?
The guys love it. They love to see the fire that burns within Jarrett, and it takes a lot, to get him to that point. But, Jarrett is, kind of to himself and all those things, mild-mannered, but he's not a punk. So you're not going to put your hands on him. You're not going to try to bully him. He's going to stand up for himself. He's going to stand up for his teammates, and his teammates know that, and they trusted him and believe in him, and they've got his back too.
You guys are having so much fun right now, and balancing that you also don't want to get complacent, but you also want to celebrate what's happening right now.
You have fun because of the results, and you can enjoy it because of the results. And that's what our message to the guys is. Like, you can have fun in the competition. You can have fun supporting one another, pulling for one another, doing the gritty, dirty things, sharing the ball. Like, all those things are fun. We're fortunate enough to have the greatest jobs in the world. Like, why shouldn't you enjoy it? But it comes with a sense of responsibility that when the ball's tipped off, you got to be focused, you got to be serious, you got to compete your tail off and be selfless.
Joe G. Coach, season high 26 on the road, season high 26 points, fast break. What did you see in their transition D that you could exploit?
I just thought our guys were aggressive, and I thought we did a good job of defensive rebounding, which allowed us to do that. When teams are crashing the offensive glass like they were, if you can secure the ball, it gives you an advantage in transition. It was something, we talked to the guys about in the film session. They do a lot of switching, so there was going to be some cross matches and those types of things. So if we got out early, we thought we'd be able to get what we wanted.
We talked a lot about Darius kind of working his way back tonight. He's been the most comfortable he's looked since he's been back. What did you see in him tonight?
Again, it just was going to take a little bit of time, to get back. You remember, he wasn't able to do anything for the first couple of weeks. And then you're trying to work your way back into NBA basketball against the greatest players on the planet. So it was going to take him some time just to get some reps. Again, the minute restriction, the in, the out, like that doesn't make it easy either. But again, I think just more time goes by, the better what you'll see Darius get.
And even though guys probably weren't thinking about the trade deadline, do you think they played a little loose now that once it passed?
Yeah, again, no matter what it is, like in this business, nothing is absolute. There's no 100% certainty in what we do. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's on your mind, and you understand that, going through circumstances where you don't know the future and how that can feel. So it's great to have it passed. And, I think, again, you'll see our guys continue to get better and continue to play together because this is where they want to be.
Chris.
J.B., you were talking about Darius and just his transition coming back. Like, what level of conversation have you had with him about patience, about sticking with it, all that kind of stuff? These aren't things that we just talk about in these moments, right?
It's easy to work with Darius and talk to him because he's got a high level understanding of team and a willingness to want to be a part of the team. So he knows, like, he's not going to do anything for himself that oversteps the boundaries of team. So, he knows when he's at his best how good he is and how much he means to us. So we've had plenty of conversations about, it doesn't all come back at once. How you fit in with what we're doing. He's so selfless that he fits in and it's easy, right? So again, it's just a matter of time. But, we continue to have conversations about our expectations and any help he needs, we're there for him.
How does he fit in with this style? Like, what are you asking him to do?
Just be himself. He's the same, right? So our message, like we were talking about before, everybody on the floor needs to be the most aggressive, confident version of themselves. And Darius is that, and he's really good. He has the ability to create. He can create for others. He can create for himself. I think, watching him, the more he plays, how much more dogged defensively he's been the last couple games, getting over screens, getting into the ball, all those things. So be yourself. We're not asking anybody here to be anything other than that.
James, you were talking pregame about, show the guys like the Chicago game and getting with video and the amount of threes and benchmark and stuff like that. 37 threes tonight, not 57, but how do you feel about sort of the looks you were able to create from three-pointers?
I thought we got great looks, and to clarify it also, we're not out here just jacking threes,
sure,
right? What we're looking for are quality shots and quality threes that are created by one another. I think at the first half we had 17 assists on our 22 field goals. That's what we're aiming to do. We're trying to see, how many layups, how many threes can we generate for one another because we want to get the right ones and continue to play the game selflessly.
J.B., big picture, obviously you guys have been on a roll lately, and now with the trade deadline, some of your competitors in the East, they made moves to kind of bolster themselves. So I'm curious, when you kind of pull all that together, where do you feel like you guys are in the conference right now?
I think you are what your record says you are, right? I think we're playing really good basketball. We're confident. We've had a great stretch. Obviously, we've beaten some really good teams in this stretch. So we're confident in where we are and who we are. We're not focused on what other people are doing. We continue to just focus on ourselves. And then every test that comes our way, we go out and try to ace the test. But again, we play competitive basketball. We play selfless basketball. We'll give ourselves a chance to beat anybody.
Do you ever feel, just to follow up on it, do you ever feel almost overlooked a little bit, even though you guys have been on such a roll? A lot of people are going to talk about all the moves these teams do, things like that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. What people say on the outside doesn't matter. They love you one moment, they'll kill you the next. So we focus on who we are, keep getting better, and let the chips fall where they may.
Okay.